I hate to break it to you, but those assets you're so frantically guarding, your 401k, your home equity, they aren't wealth. In this fracturing order, they are essentially just pending liabilities.
Wait, hold on. Are you insane? We're scraping by just to save every single penny for the future. How can being solvent be a liability? I mean, that's just fear-mongering.
It is only fear-mongering if you ignore the mechanics of what's happening. You see, you look at rising prices today and you call it inflation, assuming it's some temporary monetary error. It isn't. For 30 years, the West was addicted to the drug of toxic deflation exported by China. We binged on goods sold well below the cost of production. What you're feeling now isn't a glitch. It's the withdrawal symptom, because the dealer stopped subsidizing your standard of living.
That is a completely twisted way to look at theft. China isn't some benevolent dealer. I mean, come on. They are dumping steel, EVs, and materials at rock-bottom prices to destroy our local industries. Why? Because their own economy is imploding. They are exporting their unemployment to us to keep their regime stable. Tariffs aren't withdrawal symptoms. They are a necessary shield to protect our jobs, our way of life, from outright economic aggression. We have to defend our borders.
You are defending a house that has already been foreclosed on. Let's just look at the structure. For decades, the West poured trillions into China. In a healthy ecosystem, China would have recycled that capital by buying Western goods, but they didn't. They hoarded it. They created a black hole of capital. It mirrors the 19th century trade imbalance that led to the Opium Wars. Britain bought tea, China bought nothing. All the silver drained east until the system just broke.
Stop bringing up the 1800s. I don't care about the Opium Wars. I care about the fact that they are breaking the rules now, today. If they want to hoard, fine. We don't have to play with them. And we are already seeing the solution. China +1, right? Apple is moving to India, factories are going to Vietnam and Mexico. We diversify. We don't need them.
That is the most dangerous delusion of all. You think you can just move the factory down the street and escape the landlord? That is a bug in your processing. While you were enjoying your cheap toaster ovens, China was busy pre-buying the global south through its Belt and Road Initiative.
Meaning what? A factory in Vietnam follows Vietnamese law, not Chinese.
And who owns the port that ships the goods? Who built the power grid that runs that factory? Who owns the debt on the infrastructure? In many of these cases, it is China. Moving production to Vietnam or Africa just means you are paying rent to China through a middleman. You are trying to decouple from a landlord who owns the entire block.
So you're saying we're trapped? I refuse to believe that. We are the West. We have the deepest capital markets. We have innovation.
You have debt, and you have a model of, well, let's call it linear capitalism, extract, burn, hoard, that has reached its mathematical limit. The bill for centuries of colonial extraction is finally due. The global south is demanding payment in value, not paper. The only way to fix this is to accept a lower standard of living to balance the equation.
Absolutely not. No. I am not paying for the sins of the British Empire. We are innocent. My family worked for everything we have. Why should we suffer because of some historical math equation? We didn't do the colonizing.
Innocence is irrelevant to physics. If you refuse circular capitalism, where you voluntarily return value to the source to balance the flow, the system will force a correction. If the ego rejects the soft correction, history has only one mechanism left to reset a disparity this large.
So you're saying, if we don't pay up, it's just war?
Discussion terminated. Isolating the bug,